Wow. It really hits you when you see the numbers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, the average gamer. They might rack up something like 10,000 hours by age 21.
Mm-hmm. It's staggering.
That's actually more time than they spend in school, all those hours.
Yeah.
Just makes you wonder what is so captivating about these digital worlds.
It is a profound amount of time. And, those worlds aren't just random. The engagement, that feeling of being pulled in, it's not an accident.
Right.
It's often the result of, well, very deliberate design choices,
Yeah.
things that tap right into our basic psychology.
Exactly. So yeah, today we're doing a deep dive into why these games have such a powerful grip on us. We want to get into the psychology. What makes video games so darn captivating.
And our goal here is really to unpack that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you understand the mechanisms, the things that make games so sticky,
Mm.
you can actually approach gaming with more awareness. It's about knowing what's going on under the hood.
So you can game smarter, maybe, not just harder or longer.
Precisely. Smarter. And maybe in a way that aligns better with, your life goals and well-being.
Okay, let's start with the brain itself. What's happening up there when we play? We always hear about dopamine. What's the deal with that and games?
Dopamine is absolutely central.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this chemical messenger in your brain. It's tied to pleasure, motivation, reward,
Okay.
and games. They are exceptionally good at triggering its release.
Mm.
Think about those moments, beating a tough boss
Yeah, or finally solving a puzzle.
or getting that rare item drop. Those moments often give you a surge of dopamine. It feels good, satisfying.
And that makes you want to keep going.
Exactly. It creates this loop. Action, reward, good feeling, motivation to repeat. Games are often built around these reward loops.
But it's not just about the guaranteed wins, is it? I've noticed, the anticipation feels really exciting, too, like opening a loot box or waiting for a random drop.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Variable rewards, that's the key term here. When you don't know exactly what you'll get or when, that unpredictability is incredibly potent for the brain. It makes the whole thing more engaging. Think about a slot machine.
Right, the classic example.
You pull the lever, the outcome's uncertain, and that uncertainty itself keeps you hooked, hoping for the big payout. Games use this all the time.
Loot boxes, random drops.
Exactly. The chance of getting something amazing keeps you playing. It's that maybe this time feeling. The anticipation is powerful.
It's like your brain just loves that little spark of surprise. Now, here's something I found really interesting, maybe a bit counterintuitive.
Oh, yeah.
Some research suggests the brain's reaction to losing in a game can actually be stronger than winning. How does that even work?
It does sound backward at first, right?
Huh.
But it's actually a key part of keeping people engaged.
Huh.
That stronger neurological kick from losing,
Mm.
it often fuels the one more try phenomenon.
Ah, okay.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. When you lose, it feels unresolved, like an incomplete task. Your brain wants to fix it, go back, get the win, erase that negative feeling.
So the frustration actually pushes you forward. In a way, yes. That stronger response to the negative outcome, to losing, kind of nudges you to keep playing until you succeed.
So it's not just the pull of winning, but also this push from losing that keeps us locked in. Wow, that's pretty clever psychology.
It is. And game designers, they often have a really keen grasp of these psychological drivers. They know how to use them to make experiences fun, sure, but also incredibly engaging, sticky.
Speaking of clever design, can you give a specific example? I remember reading something about Genshin Impact, how their currency works.
Oh, Genshin Impact is a fantastic case study for this.
Right.
They have Primogems, a premium currency.
Yeah.
You collect them to make wishes for characters, items, and the game often gives you just enough free Primogems through playing or quests to get you so close to the amount you need for a guaranteed good reward. Players call it hitting pity.
Right, you're almost there. You can practically taste it.
Exactly. But you just need a little bit more. And that design, it masterfully uses that one more try drive, that desire to close the gap and get the guaranteed thing.
Which might nudge people towards spending actual money.
Often, yeah. To just bridge that small gap. It's a very, very strategic use of these psychological levers.
It sounds almost manipulative when you put it like that, but yeah, undeniably effective. Okay, so games draw us in using these techniques, but what about when that pull becomes too strong? Let's talk about the potential downsides. When gaming goes too far.
Yeah, this is really important. Gaming can be a wonderful hobby, obviously.
Yeah.
But like anything enjoyable, it's possible to develop an unhealthy relationship with it. It's just crucial to be aware of the signs,
Yeah.
the signals that maybe gaming is negatively impacting other parts of your life.
So what are those key signs, the red flags that someone's gaming might be becoming problematic? What should people look out for?
Well, there are several pretty clear ones. If you find yourself consistently skipping meals or losing significant sleep because you're gaming,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
Okay. Basic needs getting ignored.
Right. Or neglecting real-life responsibilities, work, school, even just connecting with friends and family, because gaming comes first.
These suggest an imbalance. It's like the brain's reward system gets hijacked, focusing too much on the immediate game rewards, maybe at the expense of everything else.
That makes sense. Priorities shift, and the virtual world starts feeling more important than the real one. I remember reading about a really extreme case involved a League of Legends player.
Yes, that was a pretty stark illustration. This person apparently spent, what was it, $18,000?
$18,000.
Yeah, on cosmetic items, skins. And the craziest part, they didn't fully grasp how much they'd spent until tax season rolled around.
Wow.
That kind of disconnect from the real-world money involved really shows how immersive, how all-consuming these environments can become. The little purchases just add up without you noticing the total.
$18,000, that really highlights the financial hooks some of these free-to-play games can have. Okay, so if someone is noticing some of these red flags, what can they actually do? Any practical tips?
One technique that's surprisingly effective is deliberately breaking that state of deep immersion that flow state games put you in.
Try setting a physical alarm clock. And here's the trick. Put it across the room, away from your setup.
Not on your phone or computer.
Exactly. When it goes off, you have to physically get up, walk over, and turn it off.
Ah, okay. Creates friction.
Right. That small act of breaking physical contact with the game, it can be enough to disrupt the intense focus. Gives you a moment to pause, think, okay, what was I doing? Do I really want to keep playing right now? It's a conscious break in the cycle.
That sounds simple, but yeah, I can see how that physical interruption would work. Okay, so we've looked at the hooks, the potential problems, but let's flip it now. How can we use this gaming psychology for good in our everyday lives?
Right, this is where it gets really constructive.
Yeah.
Because those same psychological tricks that make games captivating, we can actually harness them.
How so?
We can use them strategically in other areas to boost motivation, productivity, even help our well-being.
Give me an example. I'm always looking for ways to make, like, chores less awful.
Okay, well, think about gamified task management apps. Habitica is a popular one.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
It basically turns your to-do list into a role-playing game. You get XP experience points for doing chores, finishing tasks.
Huh? Okay.
You might level up, get virtual items, even team up with friends on goals. It taps right into that brain love for progress bars, leveling up, getting that little hit of accomplishment.
Like even for taking out the trash.
Exactly. It reframes boring tasks as part of a game, turns chores into quests.
That is clever. Turning life into an RPG light. What about skills, though? Can skills you learn in games actually help in the real world, like career-wise? Seems like a stretch sometimes.
It might sound like it, but it's less far-fetched than you think. Consider raid leaders in big MMOs like World of Warcraft.
Okay, coordinating big groups.
Yeah, sometimes dozens of players through really complex, high-pressure situations. To do that well, you need amazing real-time decision-making skills.
Sure.
You have to strategize on the fly, manage resources, delegate, adapt when things go wrong.
Sure.
Those are skills that are incredibly valuable for, say, CEOs or project managers.
Huh. Like leadership training, but with dragons.
Sort of. The virtual world offers a relatively low-stakes place to practice these high-level executive functions. Managing chaos under pressure.
Wow, okay. Maybe all those hours weren't wasted. That's reassuring. What about just chilling out? Can some games actually be good for mental well-being?
Definitely. There's growing research on this. Certain types of games, especially relaxing, low-pressure ones, think Animal Crossing.
Ah, yeah. Very chill.
Studies suggest playing games like that can actually help reduce cortisol levels. That's the main stress hormone.
Really?
Yeah. They can provide a sense of calm, control, maybe even a bit of social connection, all within a safe, engaging space. You'd also call it a form of, like, digital self-care.
Digital self-care. I like that. So not all screen time is bad. A bit of virtual fishing might actually be helping you de-stress.
It very well could be.
Okay, wow. We've covered a lot, from dopamine hits to potential real-world skills. It definitely gives you a lot to think about regarding your own gaming habits.
It really boils down to understanding the psychology at play, doesn't it? And just being more mindful about why we play and how we play.
So here's a question for everyone listening to mull over. Would you quit gaming if someone offered to pay you minimum wage for every hour you put in?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It really makes you think about the value you get from gaming, right? What truly motivates you. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Pop over to our Discord, hypothetical Discord link, and let us know.
And hey, if you want to dig a bit deeper into managing your own gaming habits healthily, we made something for you. It's a free, healthy gaming checklist.
Oh, nice.
You can grab it at hypothetical URL. It's got tips, things to watch for, and even includes a dopamine detox plan if you feel like a reset could be useful.
Excellent resource. Okay, and now a little taste of our next deep dive. We're going to be tackling the curse of the Battle Pass.
Yes. The Battle Pass.
And how it might be designed for long-term engagement, maybe even creating these year-long cycles of habit.
It's fascinating how those seemingly small, seasonal, time-limited features can slowly become these really ingrained, recurring parts of our gaming life.
Exactly. Makes you wonder, how many of our daily habits, in games and out, just started as some little bonus we unlocked once? Food for thought. Until next time.